Hello friends, in our previous lecture we have completed sum number 10, sum number 11. In sum number 10 we prepared purchase returns book. In sum number 10 we have prepared purchase and purchase returns, and in sum number 11 we have prepared sales and sales return book. Now as I said, today we are having 12 sum and we are having 4 books together, that is purchase returns, sales returns. So we are going to solve that sum, and after that we will left only with the 14 sum. So we will complete that 14 sum tomorrow and 12 sum today. Okay, let's start. Prepare purchase book, sales book, purchase returns book, sales return book in books of PK Stores from the following transactions. Again they are telling to prepare only these books, so these are simple books, they are without columns. Okay, so now we are drawing the columns. So question number 12, we have to prepare 4 books. So first one, purchase book of Shri PK Stores. In that, as it is a purchase book, date, name of supplier, then invoice number, LF, amount in rupees. Now this purchase book you will draw for 8 lines. Okay, the purchase book you are drawing for 8 lines. Next we will draw purchase return, so that it will be easy to record the transaction. We can draw sales book also, but purchase is related to purchase returns, so purchase returns book of Shri PK Stores. This you will draw for 5 lines. This you will draw for 5 lines. Date, name of supplier, as it is purchase returns. Now the debited goods are written back, so debit note number, L, amount in rupees. 5 lines you will draw. Okay. Next you will draw sales book. Number 3. Sales book of Shri PK Stores. For this sales book you will draw for again 8 lines. So 8, 5, then again 8, 5. Date. Now we will have name of customer, then outward invoice number, LF, amount in rupees. Next, sales returns book of Shri PK Stores. Sales returns book of Shri PK Stores. Date, name of customer, credit note number, LF, amount in rupees. This you will draw for 5 minutes. So the drawing work is over now. Now it is the time to start the. But first remember, as now we are at the ending of the chapter, for purchase and purchase returns, name of supplier. For sales and sales return, name of customer. For purchase, inward invoice number. For purchase returns, debit note number. For sales, outward invoice number. For sales returns, credit note number. Now we are starting the sum. Okay. 1st November 2015. Purchase goods of 30,000 from Ramanuj at 10% trade discount, bill number 120. So we are purchasing the goods, and if they are on credit, so we will record in purchase book 1, 11, 15. Ramanuj account, bill number 120. Now 30,000 minus 10 percentage. 30,000 minus 10 percentage is 27,000. Next, purchase goods of 12,000 from Nirmi at 10% cash discount. See, they are telling about cash discount, so directly we will not consider this cash discount. Credit period is 1 month, bill number is 130. See, goods are purchased from Nirmi on credit only, but simply for confusing, cash discount is given, that is not to be subtracted. Okay, this is credit purchase, so we will write in purchase 4, 11, 15. Nirmi account, bill number 130, and directly you will record 12,000. Reason, 10% is cash discount, not trade discount, so cash discount is not to be subtracted. 6th November, sold goods of 15,000 to Suresh at 5% trade discount and 3% cash discount under bill number 350. So we are selling the goods to Suresh and they are on credit, so we will record in sales book on 6th November 15. So 6, 11, 15, Suresh account. Bill number is 350. Then 15,000 minus 5 percentage. 15,000 minus 5 percentage is 14,250. Only consider trade discount, not the cash discount. Next, on 11th, purchase goods of 10,000. Cash memo 58. In the question itself, they are telling that goods are purchased on cash because we are not giving any other bill, but we are giving cash memo, which shows that cash is already been paid, so this will not be recorded. 15. Suresh returned the goods of 3,000. Credit note number 20 cent. The Suresh to whom we have sold the goods, now he is returning the goods with credit note. Okay, so we have sold the goods to Suresh, he is returning back, so it is sales returns and goods are of 3,000. 15, 11, 15. Suresh account, credit note number 20, goods amount is 3,000. 17th, 40% goods returned to Nirmi and debit note number 17 cent. We have purchased from Nirmi, now we are returning back on 17th November. So 17, 11, 15, Nirmi account in bracket 12,000 multiply 40 percentage and the debit note number is 17. Now let me take 40% of 12,000. 12,000 multiply 40 percentage, 4,800. 19th, purchased furniture of 7,000 from Sri Saraswati Furniture Mart. We are purchasing an asset, so this will not be recorded. Next, on 20th, purchase goods of 90,000 from auntie, half amount paid immediately, half amount is paid, so full will be credit only, so we will record it. On 20th November, so 2011-15, auntie account, bill number is not there, 90,000 are the goods amount. 21st, all the goods purchased from auntie, that is of 90,000, are sold to Bala. We are selling to Bala for 1,08,000. Credit note, credit period 1 month, credit discount 10%, bill number 360. See, here don't consider that profit or loss, because we are recording only purchase, sales, purchase returns and sales returns. So that profit is not to be shown. Okay, so goods that we have purchased from auntie, we are selling to Bala, and for 1,08,000, but 10% credit discount is required for that. So we are simply selling the goods on 21st. So 21st 11-15, Bala account, bill number 360, goods 1,08,000 minus 10%. 1,08,000 minus 10% is 97,200. Bala returned half of the goods which we sent to auntie. Okay, now this is very important thing. 23rd transaction. We are purchasing from auntie. We are selling from Bala. Bala is returning the goods which we are returning to auntie. But amount of sales return and purchase returns will be different. Because goods of 90,000 we are selling for 1,08,000. So they are returning half of the goods, so we will take half of 97,200, and here we will take half of 90,000. Okay, so on 23rd, I think 23rd of, yeah, 23-11-15, Bala account, half of goods. See, they are telling in the question itself that Bala returned half of the goods which we sent to auntie, so half of the goods. So 97,200, take the net amount itself, multiply 50%. 48,600. Note numbers are not fixed, which we are returning to auntie, but the amount will not be same, because we have added the profit and sold to him, so half of this and half of this. 23-11-15, auntie account, 90,000 multiply 50%. No note number is there, so 45,000. Only the thing is understood is that goods were of 90,000, here by adding profit and subtracting credit discount they are of 97,200. Now half they are returning, so take half of them, and here take half of them. Because this is auntie, so this is auntie, so half of auntie will be taken. This is Bala, so half of Bala we are taking. Yeah. 24th. Karan placed an order for 30,000 at 10% credit discount for supply of goods. As Karan is giving the order, this is a non-economic transaction. 25th. Goods sent to Karan as per the order. So we are sending the goods to Karan. Okay, Karan is placing an order, so we have to send the goods. So it is sales for us. Because here purchase and sales both are there, so you should know that we are giving the order, then it is purchase for us. We are getting the order. We are getting the order, so it is sales for us. So we are sending the goods to Karan, so it is sales. 500 added for carriage under bill number 65. Underline this carriage, we will record it down in journal proper. Okay, so on 25th 11-50, Karan account. Now from the previous 24 transaction you can see 30,000 and minus 10% credit discount. So 30,000 minus 10%, bill number is 365 and goods were of 27,000. 26, cash purchase and cash sales, I am ignoring that. Why? Because here only credit purchase and sales are recorded, so this cash purchase and cash sales will be ignored. Return goods to Sweetie of 10,000 which was purchased in October. Previous month we have purchased, now we are returning, so again it is a purchase return. and send debit note number 20. Yeah, 27th November, 27, 11, 15. Sweetie account, debit note number 20, goods are of 10,000. We have purchased from Sweetie in previous month, so here name will Sweetie will be not there, but it's okay, we are just returning, so purchase returns. Karan returned half of the goods and proportionate amount of carriage was given credit. Underline this carriage. Why this proportionate amount is given back? See, whenever we are sending the goods, we are incurring carriage. So whenever he is returning, that expense is to be given back to him. This thing we will learn next chapter. Now you just underline again. We will write this carriage will be shown in journal properly. But now we have to only record that Karan is returning half of the goods. Okay, date 30, 11, 50. Karan account 27,000 multiply 50 percentage, so it will be 13,500. And note number is not. Okay, let's take some is over. Total credit purchase. Total credit purchase returns. Total credit sales. Total credit sales returns. 27,000, 12,000, 90,000. See, answers at the back again I will repeat daily. These are new questions and answers are from old books, so they can change. Okay, don't depend on that answers. Then 4,800, 45,000 and 10,000. 59,800. 14, 250, 97, 200, 27,000. 1,38,450. 3,000, 48,600, 13,500. So it's my mistake here, 3500. Okay. By mistake I have written 1 0. So this is the thing. Now the notes. Okay. First we have recorded, fourth we have recorded, sixth we have recorded, and there is no underline. 11th transaction. 11, 11, 15. Okay, we have purchased goods on cash. Goods purchased on cash. Next. 15 is we have recorded, 17 we have recorded, 19. 19, 11, 15. We have purchased furniture, so purchase of an asset. Purchase of an asset. Then 20 we have recorded, 21 we have recorded, 23 we have recorded, 24. 24, 11, 15. As it was simply an order, so non-economic transaction. Next, for 25th, that expense was there. Carriage will be recorded where? In journal proper. What is this journal proper? We will learn in next upcoming chapter. Okay, don't worry. Then again 26th, goods purchased and also sold on cash. Then 27th we recorded. Now last 30, 11, 15. Proposed carriage will be recorded in journal prom. Okay friends, so today our sum number 12 is also over. So one sum is only remaining that we have to take today, because it will take so much time, as we have to prepare 4 books but also with columns, so it will take little bit time, so I am not taking it today. So let one sum only be today. And still again, people, you are became lazy and you are not sending the works, so send the works as soon as possible. That's all for today. Thank you so much.